Folks, welcome on in. It is the Lockcast brought to you by Trademark Sports. Herd of Buffalo. Slick, we are rocking and rolling. It's 2026 in Orchard Park, and we're still here.
We're still here, goddammit. The fact that we made it this far, and this is the last potential home Lockcast where we'll ever be walking over to the left instead of the right in the coming future.
I got people talking to me about their frozen tears. They're saying they're not leaving the stadium. People have testified to you that they'll be charging the field. Law enforcement's ready for everything. We're ready for anything today in Orchard Park.
That's not it. I have people testifying that they brought tool bags ready to unscrew seats from this stadium. So John might be right. If we host a playoff game, we might be in trouble.
Seriously, but I'm sure security will be on alert. Thank you for securing your pregame Lockcast with us here again on Trademark Sports. Herd of Buffalo. Getting into it, Slick, it is the goddamn Jets, in the words of Big Daddy.
Just end the season.
Yes, seriously. It seems like that's what they want to do. You got Breece Hall is not going to play. There's going to be backups ahoy. As Bills fans are making this their primary memory, their maybe last memory ever, it's going to be an interesting product on the field.
It definitely is, because I checked in with my Jets fan friend. He says, good, we want to lose. We have the two New Jersey teams fighting over this draft pick spot right now. So great competition for the state of Jersey. When you're coming to Buffalo, though, to end the season, never very good. We're going to be resting a lot of starters as well. We don't know if Josh is going to play a snap versus a series. What's your thoughts?
I want your thoughts on that. I think he plays a quarter and a half.
I think he's going to play at least the first full series. Yeah. And if he scores on it, he's done.
He's done. I agree. If he finds a touchdown, he finds the way to the end zone, he's done. Shout out Melinda in the house. We are rocking and rolling here at the Lockcast. But yeah, so we've got matchups from years past. Like, there's been some interesting ones. You think about Milano's hit on Mike White. They eventually became teammates. You think about the opener from the 2023 season where Josh threw 3 picks and we had that punt return loss in overtime. So there's all kinds of craziness when it comes to the Jets. So even though it might be a lackluster product on the field, I would expect no shortage of craziness.
I think these Jets fans are still locked in on this game. They, in their eyes, just because they stink doesn't mean they don't have a lot to play for. Go Bills!
Go Bills! Go Bills, Patriots suck. We'll sign up for that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I saw
unbelievable.
I saw a lady over there with a shirt that said Tom Brady sits when he pees. So I think that could be in Bills colors or Jets colors.
We're just getting testimonials here from Orchard
Real
Park.
Quick on the intro, let's bring in our guy who's all things 1 and 2, Dreamboat Don, producing the Lockcast.
What up, y'all?
For the final time this season.
Yeah, I mean, love it. You know, I'm looking back, we can't help but reminisce. And if everyone remembers, it was just last year, I believe the last game of the season, maybe the first playoff game, that we did our first ever live on location pregame Lockcast. It was before it was called that, it was our first live show. And
I think it's fitting we're under a tent with the couches, like you said, kind of right back where we started from.
Yeah, exactly. And, and the question of, do you play Josh? I think Slick, someone mentioned this earlier this week. I don't care what, if he doesn't get to 40, this is what I want to happen. I want Mitch to drive down the field, us to get the ball in the 2.
I did say
Put him in to get him to 40. And just have him truck up the middle and take him out.
Don, I totally agree. I think Mitch would be on board. Get Mitch all the way down to like the 2-yard line, maybe an extra Jimbo run if you need, and then push up the ass.
This is going to be no ordinary Week 18 matchup. Bills have seen all kinds of Week 18 matchups. 2 years ago, we were sealing the division in Miami. Last year, we were closing out the season. Now we're closing out the season and going to be looking around the scoreboard around the rest of the league where we're going to be going. It could be Jacksonville, could be New England, could be any shortage of destinations. But one thing's for sure, the Bills will be on the road next week. We'll be making sure we're locking in with the Lockcast. And one thing else is for sure, there's a lot of fans here, despite this being the final game at the soon-to-be Old Highmark Stadium, that are looking on the bright side. Let's check in with our Bright Side fan cam, brought to you by Brightside Seltzers.
How are you? I'm good. What do you think's got to be the bright side for the Bills today in this game? Obviously, resting a lot of starters.
Yeah, I just think it's awesome to see the young guys get out and get an opportunity, right? Show their stuff. You got to get exposed to the elements. You play in this kind of weather all the time. And then, what a great opportunity to be in the last game of any stadium, right? All these guys, all these fans, they got to be just like a little bit of heartache, a lot of joy. It's going to be a great day.
Where else would you rather be? As they say, do you have a score
I would
prediction?
not rather be anywhere else than right here, right now.
Let's go, Bills.
Everything is the right side. Like, win, lose, draw, like, the environment that's going to be out here today, everybody's just having the time of their life, and, like, it's the last home game here. Like, the experience is everything. So there's no downside. This is just, I'm excited to be out here right now.
Is there any worry at all about the starters resting, the New Jersey Jets?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, the starters will get out there, like, one drive or two, and then back up. I'm perfectly fine with that. As long as they got Bills jerseys on, I'll be happy.
Does this train ever stop?
Not this one. This train don't stop.
We're taking it to the next stadium, folks. Let's go, Bills. Appreciate it. What's up, fellas?
Hey.
You guys mind if I ask you just a quick question?
Yeah.
What's going to be the bright side today for the Buffalo Bills? Obviously, a lot of starters resting. Are you nervous at all?
Not at all. Not at all.
What do we got to do to keep things on the bright side?
Well, we're playing the Jets, so not very much.
Not much. What's more exciting than watching Jets football? I've heard a lot of great answers to that question.
Watching the grass grow, really.
Yeah, that won't be happening anytime soon, but the Jets certainly won't be playing well. What do you think's got to be the bright side today for the Buffalo?
I don't know. I think Cook has got so close to rushing. I think they're going to be giving him the ball early, and then probably by halftime they'll all be done.
When James cooks, we say yes, chef. We'll have another. Bright side, guys. Any predictions?
James Cook for $1 million. They're gonna give him the ball. He's gonna rush for $1 million.
We paid that man for a reason. What's the bright side?
Give him money.
I think Allen's successful passing could be a great bright side.
You think he's gonna go for the 40?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out. Let's go, Bills. Thanks, fellas. Let's get the ambassador one time. Let's go. I want to know what's got to be the bright side for the Bills today. Obviously, the starters are resting, but this Jets team not the best.
The bright side is easy. Clearly, we're at the stadium for the final game in history. That's already great enough for me, right? We're going to be here all day drinking blue light, having a good time. So for the Bills, they get rest, they get ready for the playoffs, and then we're probably going to go kick Jacksonville's ass, or maybe New England. We'll see what happens.
Who do you want to see more?
Jacksonville, because I live southeast. I fly up here every game. So for the first round, I'd love to be in Jacksonville. It's a 5-hour drive for me.
We're staying with him for the wild card. Does this ambassador train ever stop?
It never stops, and it will never stop.
Let's go, Bills. Let's go.
Back here at the Game Day Buffalo Tailgate Live, legend John Fina getting the crowd pumped up. This is what it's all about, Slick. This is what it's all about, Lockcast. Week 18, Sunday, well underway as well.
Yeah, shout song already happening here, courtesy of John Mickling. A dual John on stage. Other crazy Weekend 18 matchups happening all across the league with a lot of implications as well, Vadiak. I was feeling good when I looked up and saw Titans 7-0 over the Jags, but they just found the end zone.
Yeah, so the Jags bounce back quick there. What are you rocking with for this early 1 p.m. slate? I'm going with the lopsided lines. I'm going with Bengals, Vikings, Jaguars, all crazy spreads.
Yeah, 1 o'clock. I'm looking at all the games where the teams aren't really playing for shit. The Cowboys -3 over the Giants. Love that. I know the Giants had a good win, but obviously they're trying to lose just like the Jets. And the Cowboys have looked good the second it doesn't matter anymore in the season. I'm also with you on the Bengals, -9.5. They're up 6-0. Pretty good start to that one.
All eyes on Atlanta. Saints, Falcons, 0-0.
Division on the line.
4:20 to go in the first quarter there. So we're rocking back. Obviously, we just saw why fans are looking on the bright side. Thanks to our friends at Brightside Tells over there. You do a little EO Sky there?
Yeah, I'm in the
mood.
mood.
Everyone's going nuts here. I'll tell you, things are reaching a fever pitch. It wasn't just my exaggerations there. But obviously, again, we're the Bills. It goes back to the Jets. I mean, there's so many memories throughout years. I mentioned how over 20 years ago, Jets fans were throwing popcorn and peanuts on a young maniac.
Are we blazing through my locks of the day?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm all over the place right now. Again, the final game's got the best of me.
It's all right. So a real quick recap. How epic was the Panthers cover yesterday?
It was.
With
unreal.
Bucks being
Unreal.
in field goal range, they take a false start and they decide to punt rather than take a 54-yard field goal. Did I get that right? That was
pretty
crazy.
much. It's around there.
Anyway, all right. So my locks today, it's all about fun. We got 3 overs. We got 3 overs. We got over 46.5 in the Browns Bengals. We got over 43.5 in the Saints and Falcons, and we got over 51.5 in Bears Lions. Neither of those teams play defense. Those are some high lines. I couldn't help myself, but that's what we're doing for my lock of the day. And let's get back to the memories, boys.
Points. Week 18 with can feel a little dangerous. It kind of feels like when you're walking through Jurassic Park. If you take the wrong step, you're going to get got. But there's obviously meat on that bone as we get ready to get out there. Speaking of meat on that bone, the Jets, there's no shortage of things to make fun of them. Obviously, we have our own playoff drought in Buffalo with the Sabres, but it's a little more important, a little more meaningful when you have it in the National Football League, Slick.
It is. You can relate to teams like this with the Sabres. I said it when we were in Cleveland for the Rust Belt. I feel for any team with a 14-year streak. It's just how delusional these fans are when they're still on the 14th streak.
Delusional, mate.
I mean, I get it because we're kind of the same, but like at least we could accept during our drought that probably we're gonna win these games.
Let's go Buffalo, man. Big Dogs, man. Let's make this one Super Bowl run. You already know the vibes.
Let's go. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Even the fans got red helmets on for the Week 18 matchup. That's great. Shout out to the Bills for doing that. Pete Jueli giving the fans what they want.
It was never a doubt. Never a doubt on the red helmets, for sure.
Yeah. The red Cybertruck said it all.
Love that. But again, so we're talking about the Jets. You know, whether it's the roast and the Big Daddy, whether not making the playoffs all these years, the butt fumble, the end of the Rex Ryan era, Adam Gase, which we kind of forgot about, which wasn't too long ago. There's a lot to roast the Jets on. So thanks to our friends at William Matar, hurting a car, call William Matar 444-4444. Let's see what fans had to say about these Jets, and maybe some legends had to say about Jets fans as well.
What's more exciting than watching the New Jersey Jets play football?
Watching paint dry or maybe cutting your lawn?
I completely agree. A lawn beer sounds a hell of a lot better than a beer at a Jets game.
Sad organization.
They do say Jets stands for just end the season. Any disdain with the Jets coming to town? Pathetic organization?
Yes.
Agreed on that front. More pathetic than Miami at this point?
Yeah.
More exciting than watching the New York Jets?
Anything?
Yeah.
I'm working on my basement right now. I mean, I can watch the sealant dry.
So we got that answer already as well.
The new stadium has given their stadium a much more corporate feel. It used to be like a rowdier.
I agree. The Meadowlands used to be like grungy. It used to be like, oh, Tony Soprano could walk up in here. Now when you're going into MetLife, oh yeah, what corporate person is in this section?
And then the Bills are half the stadiums. But
no difference from any other stadium.
Yeah, you're exactly right nowadays. But I will say this, one time, my first ever broadcast at MetLife, that's when I realized you can't take Ubers after games as a broadcaster to the airport. Split a car service because you couldn't get an Uber with a bunch of Jets fans, and one-on-one, very cordial. In a group, intolerable.
I think there's going to be Jets fans that are like, I need to go to Buffalo and see Mitch Trubisky kick our ass.
The Jets fans live for misery. They would love to ruin our last home game of the regular season. With that said, you've had a lot of experience with Jets fans, so you know more than most.
Yes.
What would you say about it? How do you think they're going to be acting tomorrow?
I mean, I think the Jets fans might be the most miserable fans in the AFC East. I think we used to hate the Patriots fans the most, but I mean, Patriots fans are getting back up there now.
Well, Patriots fans are big douches. They're grand douches. The Jets are les miserables.
Cocky Patriots fans are the worst, but Jets fans get so miserable. And now remember when we used to get mad at Tom Brady? Josh Allen's the Tom Brady of the AFC East now. So when you go to MetLife and the Jets fans are just so miserable and mean to you. We sat there last year for Bills Jets. It was me, Abigail, a couple friends, and this one guy was a Bills fan. All of his friends were Jets fans, and he came up to me and he's like, "My guys are going to be complete assholes. I'm buying your drinks all game just to offset the fact that they're going to be assholes to you."
Nice of them to offset their climate incursion there. With that said, obviously Jets fans, Jets games.
Yeah.
Tell me something you'd rather do than watch Jets games. They're one of the worst teams of all time. I mean, would you rather be in a layover with no internet?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if the Bills are playing the Jets, I'll obviously watch the Bills. But any other Jets game's tough.
Would you rather be doing some upside down home improvement?
Upside down home improvement. I'd probably be better at that than any of these other things. That's probably I can do the handstands and work.
Yeah, stranger things in that Jet schedule this year.
Hammer with my feet.
Fans and legends alike had some crazy things to say about the Jets and their fans, and we're joined by a fan and a legend. I think all rolled into one. Joe Miller. You can find him online, Joe Miller Wired. A lot going on over there. Thank you for joining us on the last regular season Highmark season game here, Joe.
Yeah, super crazy. Awesome to be here. Thank you guys so much for letting me. I think I actually got to do this last year.
Yeah,
you hopped in.
You did.
It was,
Game. Yep. Impromptu again.
By will or by skill, we find Joe Miller one way or another. We're talking about by will or by skill, the Jets haven't gotten anything done in the last 2 decades. What do you see from their fan base? You get a lot of interactions online. What do you see from their fan base? What do you see from the organization? Is there any light at the end of the tunnel?
So there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, the franchise it's an ownership problem for sure as far as that goes. But when you talk about fans, there's 2 fan bases that I hate more than any other and generally try to avoid at our home games. Raider fans, number one, because you could be a Raider fan.
They're vicious.
That was born in Virginia, never been to California or Las Vegas in your life, and for some reason you feel like you're a part of Raider Nation and have to beat people up in the stadium.
Yeah, that's not a great look.
The second group are Jets fans. For some reason, Jets fans come here and they got to start fights. I don't get it. There's more fights for Jets games than any other game.
I just don't know what it is, Joe, with the Jets fans. I think it's a mystery cocktail of delusion and misery. I don't know how they mix together, but it's clearly not good.
But it wasn't.
Oh, look at this guy.
It wasn't even a.
Oh my God! He's getting assaulted on the podcast.
This guy was rooting for the Bills.
Typical Jets fan. Typical Jets fan.
Fair weather.
Jets fans' allegiance is like the wind. All right, they were telling you Kellen Clemens was good not too long ago.
But it's not even a situation of like our team is good, their team is bad, so they want to fight us. Even when our team was bad, they wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Like, everything sucks in life. Let's fight. It's just
Absolutely. So no light at the end of the tunnel. They always want to fight. Any final thoughts on the Jets fans and the overall fan base?
Nah, I mean it's unfortunately that their team is in New Jersey. They don't have a team that's actually in New York.
Shout out East Rutherford, the Meadowlands.
Nothing good about
Don,
that spot.
putting the button on the opponent roast. Any thoughts for the Jets or their fans over there?
Listen, I would rather clean the bathrooms at an Erie County fair for a whole day than watch a Jets game as a Jets fan. That is a miserable experience. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but hey, I like watching that train wreck happen. So.
Absolutely. It's been a train wreck that's been
Speaking
going
of
for a
clean
while.
the Erie County bathroom fair, do you think someone's leaving today with one of those troughs?
My brother wants one. He wants the whole thing.
Okay. You got your toolbox, I hope? Yeah, okay.
Shout
We're
out,
good to go.
Shout out, Brother Miller. It is Family Matters here on the Lockcast, brought to you by Herd of Buffalo and Trainer Sports here live at Game Day Buffalo as we get ready for the send-off in Orchard Park of this stadium. Speaking of which, I think it's time to get into the matchup specifically. I skipped a step for you, Joe. We're going to get into our Tales of the Tape. Don, are you bringing this up for us? And tell us a little bit about the background here.
So the background of Tales of the Tape is, we got some weird.
Oh, they are.
We're getting hacked again, guys. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
We got our Tale of the Tape brought to you by Picasso's. The Tale of the Tape, listen, it's very simple. The perfect matchup for you is an order from Picasso's Pizza, order from one of their many locations across Western New York today. Joe, I think we're throwing it back. Don, 2010 versus now, a little then versus now.
Yeah, so the Jets haven't made the playoffs since 2010. 14 years, 15 years, going on 16 now that it's 2026. So we're looking back. Then versus now. What was the number one song back in 2010? Anybody know?
I'm going to go with Bottoms Up by Trey Songz.
This may have been foreboding, very foreboding this one. You have any guesses? 2010, number one song?
2010, number one song, 2010. In 2010, 2010. Number one song. I have no idea.
I'll give you
The Price is Right. Do not bring your brother. He has no
I'll
answer.
give you guys a hint. It's a very popular app right now.
TikTok by Kesha.
Kesha. Okay.
TikTok. Won't you stop?
That was a good hint.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Though,
I mean, Kesha's kind of on a reunion tour right now.
And I was saying, in 2010, these stars with the current number one hit, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
I will say it's harder to gauge the number one song now with Spotify instead of just having radio and Billboard determine it. So that was the number one stream song as well as Billboard. They kind of cross-reference each other.
All right, we're going to give Brother Miller a chance to redeem himself. Number one TV show in 2010 at this time. Number one TV show.
Big Bang Theory.
Think reality TV.
It's got to be,
This show went on for a long time. Changed the judges a couple times.
Oh, change the
The Voice?
Not The Voice, the other one, American
The
Idol.
original American Idol.
Yep.
He gets it. He's redeemed himself. Squid Games is number 1 for right now. What
Number
who made
one
this
streamed, but that's worldwide. So
I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm not happy about it. So I'm going to move on. Number 1 movie. Now, this isn't as much of a throwback. We've actually got a sequel to this movie coming out in the next year. A sequel to this movie coming out in the next year. This is the 3rd installment.
Ocean's 13.
Nope. I like that guess, though.
Oh, that was a good one.
Third installment of this film, 2010. Oh. Not Avatar. Avatar took like 20 years.
What is it? The Mummy?
Not The Mummy. It's
not
not
The
The
Mummy.
Mummy. There's like 4 or 5 in that franchise. I don't know.
What about
Tim Allen? Oh.
animated film.
Tom Hanks. Oh, what? Tim
Toy
Allen,
Story.
Tom Hanks, Toy Story.
This is the 4th one, not the 3rd one. This is the 4th one.
Damn it.
Yes, and then number 1, a Minecraft movie. Am I getting old? Why don't I like any of these number 1s that
Yes,
exist
you're
right now?
getting old.
That's
Okay.
a problem. He
I
is
might be
old.
existing.
Boomer.
How are we doing at Trucking? How's everything going at Game Day Tailgate here?
I'm just wondering what you guys are talking about right
Are you
now.
still on the clock? That drink is full as hell.
I just got it 2 seconds ago.
Okay, I just ran it
He's
on
allowed,
Anton.
I
I'm
think.
sorry.
Yeah.
This is with buffalo snow in it, kind of like those beers that we have in the stadium today. This was made with buffalo snow in it.
Better than piss.
All right, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good
yeah.
on the snow in my beer. I prefer resurgent
Definitely better than
seltzers.
piss.
With that said, AFC East champs then, New England Patriots. AFC East champs now, New England Patriots. That's it. The more things change, the more they stay the
Time
same.
is a flat
Now,
circle.
this felt like it could have been reversed. Sexiest man 2010.
It wasn't him. He's a redhead.
He could have qualified. No, not John Cena.
That was a good guess.
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has had some staying power. Sexiest man
Still the
2010.
sexiest man.
Jonathan Bailey. Is that the guy that was in the movie with Blake Lively?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm moving around. Swimsuit cover. Don, you had a little trip down memory lane with this swimsuit.
Yeah,
Wicked,
when I was
Wicked, I
making
got
this
you.
graphic, I got to look back at a bunch of the swimsuit cover models. And fun fact: Beyonce Knowles, 2007, first ever non-athlete on the swimsuit cover. But this
Beyonce was doing it all in the late 2000s. There, she's on the swimsuit. Austin Powers Gold member. She was doing it all in the 2000s.
Get your hands up.
Yeah, she's basically the definition of God as a woman.
Yeah.
But back in 2010, we had Brooklyn Decker. Now I also realize the past 4 or 5 years they've changed to multiple people on covers depending on what issue you get. Hey, a lot has changed since the Jets made the playoffs. That's what we got to circle back to.
Yeah.
But Mark Sanchez butt fumbled and stabbed a guy since then.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but so
Fumbled
this
off someone's butt and then stabbed a guy in a random
Stabbed a
event.
guy.
Yeah, that is
Unbelievable.
insane.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's our Tale of the Tape brought to you by Picasso's Pizza. Folks, remember, there's no better matchup than you and a Picasso's Pizza. That magic dust on that sheet pizza. Order at picassospizza.net today. Joe, this is our next segment. Been an amazing staple of our Lockcast all season long. Stadium stories. We've talked with all kinds of legends. We've talked with all kinds of fans. Everybody swears they were at the comeback game and that they did not leave.
Literally that one. And this week, it's turned into the 51-3 game. Now all of a sudden, everybody's been to the 51. So for me, and it actually involves my brother Corey, we were here for the Miami Dolphins game. I believe it's a Sunday night game. Ricky Williams has 2 long runs for touchdowns in that game. The Dolphins are throttling the Buffalo Bills. And where I sit on the opposite side of the stadium, all of a sudden during a commercial break, snow comes, if you remember, up over the wall, and then down into the stadium.
Like a White Walker situation.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And then we ended up winning that football game. I remember it was like 4 hours to get home. Took us 4 hours to get home for the game. It was, to me, that was one of the most memorable games I've been to.
If I recall, is that game not kind of famous? Because once the snow came down, not only did we blow the Dolphins out, Peerless Price catches a touchdown and a big hug from Jim Kelly in the end zone. Very rare. Very cool event. Yeah, there's been so many times. I mean, I just even think to like the Christian Benford play versus the Bengals.
Dude,
like the stadium went sideways.
You're gonna see in the TSC pre-records. My stadium memory is in there because some guy put me on the spot. He took the mic out of my
I saw
hands.
that. He was dominating.
Yeah,
on the mic.
but it's hard not to lean towards the snow games and recency bias. That Bengals game was absolutely unreal.
Recency bias is big. What about the Patriots game, the Sam Adams game,
my God.
What the safety that we got? Why my brain is not working.
Lawyer Malloy.
Literally from
4 or 5 days earlier.
They come out,
yeah.
they do the announcements, whatever. When they announced Lawyer Malloy, I've never heard the stadium louder than that moment.
Wow.
Like, it was
so
unbelievable.
he was cut by the Patriots 4 or 5 days before the season.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
right.
got him. Amazing. And he clearly had a lot of juice left. I know that was the Patriot way to kind of leave them right before they exit their prime. He had a lot of juice. He was still good for 2 or 3 years.
That was an amazing game, though. I sit on the visitor side, so to see Tom Brady that flustered, nothing was going right. Like watching him on the sideline, just throwing everything in sight was amazing.
All right.
So I remember that game. I watched that one on TV, and that was kind of most of my upbringing was watching on TV. I didn't really start going consistently to the stadium until right before COVID, a few years ago when I came back after moving back from college. I'm going to have a recency bias one, but one of my best memories was the Josh Allen throw catch against the 49ers last year.
So,
in the snow, like epic. And again, we have these great cameras now where like the next day you were just seeing it on your feed constantly. Seeing it live, I haven't seen a lot of great plays or great comebacks or things live, because again, I've only been going for the last 7-8 years. So that one was awesome.
That's actually what I said in my answer as well, and I snuck a little play in there as well, which I'll let the pre-recorded.
I was going to say, you're stealing everybody's answer.
No,
I said that.
not so much.
I said that. Yeah, Slick said everything. Slick hit D, all of the above.
There has to be an honorable mention for the Ravens game this year.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Stuff happened in that game that doesn't happen to our football. It just doesn't.
It just doesn't happen in football.
We started the Derrick Henry fumbling when the game's on the line.
Did we curse him?
But
we cursed him.
There's a moment in that game, and then when it ends, when you're like, is this a season of destiny for us? The way that game, and there's been other games, obviously this year where we've done those similar things. I'm not 7 seed, 6 seed, 5 seed. I'm not ready to hang it up. The Bills have made the Super Bowl on the road through the playoffs before. They can do it again. I think there's still an opportunity here. I think this is I don't want to give you hopium, but if there's hopium to give.
Don't worry, I'm overloaded with copium. I got extra Sabres copium from the last month. Though.
He's got something to spare.
But hopium is something fans have been riding on high on since Highmark Stadium opened over 50 years ago. Let's check in and see what some of their favorite stadium stories were.
Alrighty, folks, here at the TSE signing with some Buffalo Bandits, and I'm joined by Jasmine ahead of Sunday's last game at Highmark Stadium. Jasmine, we're asking the fans their favorite memories from this illustrious stadium. What is yours?
Being in the suite for the one Jets game.
Against the Jets? We have the Jets coming up on Sunday. Are you confident about that game as well?
Yeah.
How was the suite?
Nice.
Nice and warm, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Then there was old Bills players. You could get their signatures at the time.
Oh, they were joining you in the suite? That's awesome. Hopefully a big W this Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Does this Bills train ever stop?
No.
Let's go. Let's go, Bills.
The one thing I do remember was the Patriots playoff game. When I forgot what year it was.
Was that the perfect game? Oh, no, that was before the playoffs.
It was negative,
Yep, the -7 games.
Yeah, with the wind chills, negative.
Yes.
I remember I bought a beer for the first time at the stadium because I'm this is going to be a memory. So I buy the beer. By the time I get back to my seat within 5 minutes, the thing was already full. The thing was, I saw it freeze all the way up.
Wow, it felt to go up through on. Wait, hold on a second. Season ticket holder 11 years, and that was your first beer at the stadium? He's got a good point. 30 a beer is a bit crazy, Highmark.
Yeah, and I remember because they handed out the little heaters, the little hand warmers, because they knew how cold it was going to be. I remember I put 4 on each other just so I can warm the beer up enough to be able to drink it.
Buffalo might be the only place they hand out hand warmers to keep your drink warm. Do you have any tailgating memories?
Honestly, I don't. Is
that because you don't remember them?
I don't remember them, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But good times tailgating at the Highmark Stadium.
Yes, very good times tailgating. And more into the new stadium because I got my seasons for there, too.
Like a lot of other people, I'd have to say probably the 51-3 for being a season ticket holder beforehand, being 2-14 for consecutive seasons, and just sitting because, as you know, being from Buffalo, anybody who's in your seats and everything, it's like a family atmosphere. You treat them just like family. And I think at halftime, I just sat there, and one guy, Jerry, who's passed on now, I go, Jerry, pinch me, man. We're going to the Super Bowl. And that is just... It's going to be such bittersweet because that's the only field that I know as a fan. And it's going to be tough sitting there Sunday when the game ends, knowing that those walls ain't going to have anything. But I've seen a lot of good players, a lot of good plays, and a lot of good memories like everybody else does.
I worked. I got so many. I mean, my dad was there. I worked the stadium.
Yeah.
But I think the best one for me, we had the Damar Hamlin incident, right, when he was dead on the field and stuff, and he came back. And that next game we were playing the Patriots. My eyes have gotten bad, and I went to that game with my son, and it was emotional. But when they kicked off, I could see the thing part, and I said, he's going to go all the way. And Heinz, that was emotional. I mean, he took that kick back all the way, and it's like I seen it. And my son was like, Dad, you saw it. I said, I don't know. I guess a divine intervention. The cones were working, But that's probably mine. I mean, obviously 51-3 and all that, but that game, when that happened to Hamlin and how close that team was and how it affected the fans and everybody, that was a pretty good game for me.
I have chills. You just talking about it. And then he did it again in that same game.
Again, and I saw it, which was kind of cool. I actually was able to see that. I'll give you a work one. I was doing security there, and I was behind the Bills bench. Finally got the field behind the Bills bench, not realizing you don't see anything, right? And I'm helping the guy do the Gatorade, and Mel Blount picks off Fergie and runs it in for a pick six. Ken Jones comes over and clears the Gatorade table all over me. I mean, I was stuck. It was all sticky. And he goes, yo, sorry. I'm like, don't worry about it, So
we don't want any more Gatorade baths unless we're winning a Super Bowl.
When we won the division against the Dolphins in the snow, what year was that? Like
three years ago?
Was that
Saturday night game, red jerseys?
Yeah, they kept throwing snowballs at all the.
Oh yeah, the infamous one more snowball and you get a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
But always. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
What's your favorite memory of the stadium?
Always lean towards the snow games. So the Bengals was awesome, but I think it's got to be the 49ers game last year. The lateral to Josh Allen from Amari Cooper diving for the end zone. Or if it's not that, I'm going to pick two. Sorry, I'm allowed. I usually do this for you guys. When Josh scrambled for like 54-yard run against Pittsburgh in the wild card game.
Yeah, exactly. He was going to go down.
Phenomenal, because it happened right in front of me, and it was just a beautiful sight to see. Fans throwing snow up in the air. Where else would you rather be?
Exactly. When
Indeed.
It's too tough for them.
Just right for us. Appreciate it, man.
Favorite memory would probably be the first game I went to my dad tailgating, old enough to drink tailgating, which was a huge experience. So being able to be in the parking lot and I was explaining, he was there for the opening of the Highmark Stadium. We have plans to be at the home opener for the new stadium. So memories are still being made, and we're expecting our first kid, and the kid will be around by the time the Bills Stadium comes around. So we're hoping to bring the baby to the first.
Congratulations!
Game.
Hopefully a Super Bowl born
that's what
baby.
I'm saying. I was it'd be really nice to show them a picture of the Bills with the trophy, when they're born. So. Because I was around when they last were at the Super Bowl, so I'm hoping my child has the chance of seeing us win it. So, we're super excited and be able to bring him to the new stadium.
Hopefully life comes full circle. In that moment, you mentioned the tailgating. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a tailgate? I know a lot of things happen. It's great for people watching. Some crazy stuff goes down, though.
What hasn't happened over the years?
Well said.
We tend to tailgate over by the gentleman that cooks out of the filing cabinet.
Yep.
So we've had some fun food out of there, and just the first time experiencing that was a fun time. It's okay, this is unique way of eating food.
Bowling ball shots, filing cabinet pizza, you name it.
We've jumped through a table. We've done the table. So we've jumped through a table before. That's fun. So.
Yeah, my first ever game against the Buccaneers in 2009. I remember we lost New England Monday Night Football. We go into the stadium, and I'm like, oh, this is different than the preseason. This place is special. Never got to go to the game there as a kid. Growing up in Cincinnati, and then I experienced it then 2011 Patriots game. And then when you talk about not necessarily favorite, but memorable games, that snow game against Indy is definitely memorable.
I mean, it's going to be a sad moment tomorrow. I mean, there's so many memories my whole life of going there and just thinking back. And I started to put together a reel for tomorrow for all the memories and stuff. Went back through a lot of old pictures. It's going to be a really sad moment. I feel to say goodbye to the only place we've known is the home of the Bills in our lifetime. So.
Welcome back here for the last home potential Lotcast at this current Highmark Stadium. I'm Slickell, Trainwreck Sports, Herd of Buffalo. Make sure you're following along. Maniac is frontline for the pisser. Should be coming out any minute. Usually it's me in that situation. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we can always trust him to be somewhat
Just
on
in
time
time.
or at least 5 minutes late, maybe 10. But there's other bills that we should be able to trust today, and that's what we're about to dive into.
Do
Maniac.
VIPs not get bathroom priority anyway?
No, not
That's
anymore.
all my question. Listen,
Yeah, it sucks.
I respect all the amazing people here at game day. Oh, you put that
Don't be
behind me.
stepping on it, dude.
That makes it a little easier then, buddy. But yeah,
Stepping.
I can't trust you to keep things on track. But we need a bill we can trust today to keep things on track, and it could be some backup Slick.
It could be. Player props were far and few between, so it is kind of hard to dwindle down what bill you're going to be able to trust, what you're not. I had a guy coming up in my ear, hammer Khalil anytime, which I don't even want to even think about because I don't want him to play. We need that man for the playoffs. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who
I think if anything, it's a Dawson Knox anytime.
I'll tell you
So
who
go
I'm
on.
going to trust today, and I'm going to let you have that one. But this guy has some incentives at play as well. Ty Johnson. I think I saw he has a $250,000 incentive bonus if he can find the end zone twice. Now I know that's a tall tale, but I don't
former Jet.
So long as James Cook has got that rushing record locked up, I could see Ty getting a lot of touches. That's who I can trust today.
Yeah, just a matter if they find the end zone enough times for Ty Johnson to be able to have the opportunity to do it. Speaking of incentives, I'm a bill I can trust. I don't want to see him get much burned today, but there are some financial incentives today for Daquan Jones and Joey Bosa and Mimosa. So I want to see them get those rewards. I want to see them stay healthy, and I want to see them get ready for next week. But those are two bills that I can trust.
All right, my bills that I can trust. Again, we looked earlier. Normally we do our locks of the day where we have player prop score. There's no props. No one knows what's going on, who's starting, who's playing, who's not. It's a normal week 18 for the Bills. So you guys are going to think this is a cop-out, but it is not. The bill I can trust, and believe it or not, he is top dog bill, is McDermott making the right choices on who to take out, who to play, who to sit. I'm trusting my coach today. I need him to come through. I need him to get us into the playoffs healthy, feeling good. And if there was a McDermott prop, I'd put all my money on it.
A McDermott prop.
No glasses. The McDermott prop would be
No
glasses,
glasses,
or no on
no
Polymarket.
glasses.
Yeah.
No glasses McDermott today.
Well, folks, it has been an amazing season. Obviously, if you've tuned into the Lockcast, you've seen a number of live broadcasts here from Game Day Buffalo, Game Day Hospitality. I think she might be coming on right now real quick to put kind of some bookends on the season.
Yes, indeed. We have yet another guest joining us, VP of Game Day Buffalo, Madeline Hall, Buffalo Food Site. Thank you for joining us.
Seriously, listen, we adjust, we adapt. That's exactly what Game Day does. So obviously, great party. I think it was a little slow at the start. You start to see some nervous looks around, but this party is lit. Everything is at a fever pitch now.
So funny, like you think so many more people are like, oh my god, I got to get here at the crack of dawn. But I feel like those are like the OGs that have been in the
Yeah.
for 40 years. But then as soon as the floodgates open at 1 o'clock, all the rest is history.
Yeah, everyone is ready to lock in. You get that 3 to 4 hours before all bets are off. But speaking of all bets, we might be in Jacksonville next week, might be in New England, might be in Pittsburgh.
might be
There's
in
a number of possibilities. But it seems like no matter what the possibility, Game Day will be there.
Obviously, and like if we're gonna go with like fan favorite, I'm a beach girl. Take me to Florida.
I can't argue
Oh,
with that.
you want to go to the warm weather? That's shocking.
I want to be in a bikini on the beach. I think all the Bills fans deserve to be in swim trunks and swimsuits. What wouldn't you want to be there? Other option, Pittsburgh is so close. We already have a tailgate. We threw a hell of a party there last time, so it would be iconic.
Speaking of these tailgates, I know we've had a number of them this year. What's maybe one memory that sticks out from your tailgating experience as we kind of put a bookend on this stadium?
You can go
any year.
You can go from when Game Day was merely a lot of like a square and 300 people. Yeah, literally.
One of my favorite games was the night game. That it was 16 degrees out. The power kept going out here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Classic.
everything, but we had Doug Flutie on
Yep.
the drum.
Lord, I was born a scrambling man.
Scrambling man.
Bottle of chicken cheetah just pouring into everyone's mouth. And I thought when he said, oh, do you want to finish bullshit that there was like nothing left. I did that, and he had like half of a bottle in my mouth. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, Booby Dixon is feeding me right now. So.
Listen, when Booby pours, we say thank you very much. Again, we're all drinking responsibly, all having a great time here at the game day tailgate. Speaking of locking it in, we're about to lock in our plays. We're going to talk about some of our bets for the day. What are you locking in for the rest of the tailgate? I know we've got the wing eating competition with that, with Picasso's Wing Nuts, everyone here. What else is going on?
Are we talking about the locking in of what the score is going to be?
No, like for the rest of this tailgate.
For the rest
Photos,
of the tailgate.
getting some reels up. Like, yeah.
Oh, my God. All the things. I phoned in a friend. I called my friend Melinda. I said, my hands are frozen, and I just want to enjoy myself at the last one. Can you do content today? So
there you go. Melinda,
BFS
MVP.
is like,
Shout out
yeah,
Melinda.
just like I just want to enjoy the chicken wing eating competition's my favorite, though. People act like they've never seen wings being eaten. You see it.
Yeah.
They go crazy. And then today, so far, I've already met someone from New Zealand, Nova Scotia, Switzerland, and maybe there was, and then, there's always like Alberta and all that kind of stuff. But I love the internationals that are coming in. That's what I'm locking in.
I will never
A
forget
husband.
like one of the early games this season when you said, who's come from far and wide? And this one guy put his hand up, and you're like, all right, come tell the people where you're from. And he goes,
Rochester.
Calgary!
Yeah.
Stand up! I was like, dude, like we have people from the other side of the world, not just the continent. Get the hell out of
Literally,
here.
I think the farthest too. I mean, Australia, but we have a huge Australian fan base here.
We do.
Like not just Bills Mafia, but at
Oi,
game
oi,
day,
oi.
and Germany and New Zealand. The last
Yep.
time I found out that there was like a Bills backers bar in New Zealand, and like I've been there before, and I'm like, what? Like that is like its own little island.
Yeah, shout out the
New
Breakers.
Zealand's different story for sure. Those Kiwis don't muck around when it comes to rugby either. I'll tell you that. much.
Sometimes you can just differentiate yourself that much, and that's exactly what we've done here at Game Day Buffalo over the year. Amazing. Thank you for your hospitality with the Lockcast. We're looking forward to hopefully a couple more tailgates and a couple more games.
And since you asked the score, my prediction, I'm gonna go with like 37-14.
37-14. Sounds like Ty Johnson has some hope for those touchdowns.
Can we get
Thank
a
you
double
very
pump?
much. Thank you very much,
Cheers,
Matt.
go Bills,
for
baby.
joining us.
Go
Huge
Bills.
thank you
Hell
to
yeah.
everyone here at Game Day Buffalo. And we're talking locks of the day again, brought to you by Batavia Downs, the region's premier entertainment destination. Went over mine a little bit earlier, but I had Cincinnati, I had Minnesota, which the line against Green Bay just didn't make any sense to me. And for my closeout 4 o'clock special, give me the Raiders getting a meaningless win over the Chiefs, at least covering the +4.5.
Well, I'll just change course then because I was going to take the opposite. But I always had my eyes on this night game tonight. Obviously, a lot of implications there. I woke up and it was 3.5. So that's what I'm going to stick with. I want the hook. I feel like the Steelers-Ravens game very well could come down to last possession, final kick at the buzzer. Give me the 3.5. I think the Steelers cover that barely. Could win outright. Maybe could even see them down the line in the Berg or down the 90.
Could be.
I love it. The Steelers were tempting to me too, but what I really liked, again, people think this is going to be a boring Week 18. I like the over. It's only at 41. I think this is going to be a punch back and forth game, and we might see overtime, which helps us get to that over 41.5. Now, every cell in my body is telling me, do not take an over. That is that low. That is when you go under. But I'm doing the opposite today.
Oh,
I'm
no.
fading my smart self. We're going over 41.5 in the Sunday night finale of the season.
Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, make sure you're betting responsibly there. But make sure you're staying around for more content on Herd of Buffalo and Trainwreck Sports from the tailgate today. But as we wind down the Lockcast, Week 18 is an interesting spot because typically you're in a must-win situation. I think if the Bills lose, it's not the end of anyone's world today.
No, definitely not. You think it's the end of the world if the Bills lose, Rusty?
I don't think it is, but I'm saying Rusty pick of the game. Here, first touchdown. Rusty pick of the game.
First touchdown, Khalil Shakir. You said anytime before.
Okay.
Here, I'm thinking it's bold.
He's feeling more confident now.
First anytime, Khalil Shakir. Hopefully he can get the hell out of the game after
All right.
that.
And then
Okay, lock it in. Lock it in. Throw the key away.
Again, those are your locks. But again, for the Week 18 situation, Don, when I talk about a resurgent player in this sense, I think we just want someone to maybe be trending in the right direction as we go into the playoffs. It's not necessarily about getting us a win today.
Yeah. Where it's Week 18, there's not a lot of guys resurging, but let's talk about it. Let's maybe bring our guy up for this in the last segment, and let's talk about our resurgent player of the game, brought to you by Resurgent Brewing.
Saddle up with us.
New
It's upside
graphic.
down. It's
Hell
upside
yeah.
down.
Let's go.
The last time is now, but it's upside down. Introduce yourself to the people out there. You got a mic right there.
What's your name, young
How you
man?
doing? I'm Anthony, and I'm a diehard Bills fan and a diehard John Cena fan. So you can't see me, and I'm very excited to be here for the last game at the stadium.
Anthony,
The
you've
last
been with
time-
us all season, and the last time is now.
The last
for
time
sure.
is now.
All right, so with that said, we got to get someone going right into the playoffs. We got to get someone to get some momentum. Who are you looking out there to maybe get hot going into the playoffs? Who are you looking forward to Resurge going into the playoffs? Brought to you by our friends at Resurgence
Who I'm
Brewing.
looking for to get hot is our receiver core.
Okay.
Our receiving core has been a little underwhelming this year.
Yeah.
I love Khalil
Some
Shakir,
are saying.
but we need people like Joshua Palmer, Brandon Cooks, and a bunch of these guys that we signed to get hot. We need them to get going, like Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I mean, that would be outstanding. Yeah. Would love to see that receiving core get right. For me, this is a player who's already started to resurge.
Okay.
I want him to continue his resurgence.
Okay.
And that is Matt Milano. He has
Okay.
been
Yes,
outstanding
Matt Milano.
the last couple of weeks. It seems like it's the old Matt Milano. I just want to continue to see that resurgence. I want to continue to see that bright side of Matt Milano going into this playoffs. That can make all the difference in a run.
Agreed. I've been shooting fish in a barrel with this resurgent player all season, but this has to be the one where he actually gets touches.
Here we go.
You saw the receiving core.
Yes, I did.
Keon Coleman is
Keon,
going to
yes,
find the end zone.
Cookie
today.
man.
I don't care what anyone
The
thinks
Cookie
about it.
Monster.
Agent Zero is going to get a lot of touches today. He's going to prove a lot of people wrong. They're all going to cry, well, it
He
was
has
week
to-
18. He was playing against
has to
secondaries.
prove Cam
Who
Newton
cares?
wrong.
He's going to play a great game. We're going to prove Cam Newton wrong in more than one
Cam
way. and I'll
Newton
tell you that.
wrong.
Don, who do you
Alright.
got
Media wrong.
resurging in week 18?
Well, again, so resurgent. It's like it's hard to say because it's week 18. It's going into the playoffs. I'm gonna pick a guy. I'm gonna break the rules a little bit.
Get it,
I'm gonna pick a guy that's gonna
Get it,
resurge
Donnie.
in the playoffs. A little forward.
Get it, Donnie.
I'm breaking the rules.
Donnie.
Ed Alver, we need you. Get back for the wild card game. We need you. We need you.
Saddle
Get back
up.
here. Ed Alver, come back. We need you to resurge. We've missed you, baby. Come on.
What was your favorite part of this season so far?
My favorite part of the season was going to week 1 with my cousin and all of our friends. It was seeing that comeback.
Yeah.
It's a resurgence.
It was a resurgence. To seeing a team that never gave up. Shout out John Cena.
Absolutely. Never giving
Never
up.
give up.
That's what this team does. Again, whether
They
they're down
never
the
give
fourth,
up.
whether they're down, it does not matter. They do not
Never give up.
Speaking of never giving up, not only has our production crew on the Lockcast never given up, they have shined like the stars they are. So huge shout out.
You.
Brett, Rachel, Gatesy, obviously Don
Yeah, I'm
always on the
talking
ones
to you.
and twos, as
Talking
well
to
as
you.
the production team in the background. And a huge shout out to our sponsors, our partners. We wouldn't have been able to do it with them all year. Picasso's Pizza, Batavia Downs, Resurgence, and of course our friends at William.
It was
Batar.
only fitting you did that as the fourth sponsor.
Four's
Four's
so,
up.
How about 4 more wins for the Bills after today? Let's
Yeah,
do
you
that.
know what?
How you like that?
Four.
thought?
4 more.
Four's
up.
up.
Four's up. Four's up.
Four's up for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, we
Four's
need
up.
4 more.
Four's
The
up.
last time is now.
The last time
The last time
is
is
now for Highmark Stadium. Huge shout out to my boy Tone joining us as well on the show.
Hell
Joe
yeah.
Miller, Madeline Hall, everyone joining you tuning in YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, everything, Instagram. Thank you for tuning on. Thank you for being a fan. Let's keep this run going. And most importantly, let's go Bills!